First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
This defense for the Vikings, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Throw left side complete. That's Mack. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Try to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Here's Jacobs. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Tua, fast pass outside complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 44, Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And they go play action here. Mon
sliding out of the pocket. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. He's going to go for a big play downfield, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And bulldozing his way through.
Well, they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Second and 4.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st down, Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Now Tua. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
First and goal from just inside the 5. Jacobs. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls, because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Rolling to his right. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. It's caught, Lockett, and brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. He'll try again. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They'll run here on 3rd and goal, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 5. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Someone really wanted to be in the lead here, because that's a heck of a gamble, isn't it? You're down 1, you kick it, you got to tie a ball game. Instead, they fake it. And I keep coming back to this every time I see it. Remember, if you're taking an extra point now, the ball snapped at the 15-yard line.
You're giving up 13 yards as opposed to just lining up at the 2 and saying you're going to go for 2.
You're running a big play, lots of yardage for 1 extra point. That's a heck of a gamble, but it paid off in this case.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw 1 deep.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide.
That's on the guard, Connor Williams.
Tua sets up to pass it.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Mond's throw into the hands of Boyle here.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Mond.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Mond.
Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Yeah, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Mond looks to throw.
This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Tyler Lockett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is up to 8. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Looking to pass. Tua. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room.
As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake, Mond. And that'll be incomplete.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings. Terry McLaurin, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Vikings come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Got his man in stride, complete.
And he is going to have the Lions first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they have certainly done their best to get him the football in this one as they hook up on another completion there. And maybe that lack of involvement, Charles, that's a thing of the past now.
Well, I think, partner, that's their love language with him, right? Throwing the football to him. That's what he wants, right? That's their way of saying, we need you. We don't need any more disharmony on the team. We have to function as one unit. And if we throw you the football, we expect good things to happen as a result.
Defensively, they were all over that. When he decided to keep it, there were a lot of eyes just darted on him.
I wonder if he followed the progressions properly there. I think maybe he really wanted to run with the football. Turned out not to be the correct decision.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance.
And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he stopped immediately there.
2nd and 10.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Space to run past the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line.
74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now on 2nd and 13.
Tua.
Oh, the ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
On 1st down, here's Mon.
This complete to Lockett. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. To throw again on 2nd down. He hits his target, Lockett. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Vikings add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Tua. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it.
Tua on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now Mond.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
The Lions on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He gets this one to Johnson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They find some open field here. And down to the 15. A big play there on 4th and 2. That's sort of a prime example, is it not, of selling out defensively on 4th and short?
It certainly is, because what you're doing defensively is saying you're going to stop them right there at the line of scrimmage or make a play on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Instead, they get just enough of a hole chopped, and you're thin on the 2nd and 3rd levels, then you become a chaser instead of a tackler.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. They go with Jacobs, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive as they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19, and he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. It's such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive, because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page, because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Tua going to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Tanner Muse with it. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Bond going to throw it.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. He's got a man. Complete. The 30. 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead will swell by one more. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because
and his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the Vikings will take over here just shy of the 30.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Into the secondary past the 40. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll look to throw here. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.